Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about the new retrieve modify control from doForms. This control allows you to retrieve data from a record across the air, so it doesn't have to be local on your device. It also allows you to modify data in a different form from the form that you're using. So in this example, which is a time clock example, we have created a consolidated timesheet where we have the fields employee ID, date, start time, end time, and hours worked. We then created a second form which allows an employee to put in their ID. It automatically gets the date. It looks back to the consolidated timesheet table to see if there's already a record in place for that employee ID and date. If there's not, then it basically shows you an on-duty button. And if there is, it basically shows you the off-duty button, meaning the person's already gone on duty for the day. It also calculates the hours worked after the second transaction, and it posts all of that information back to this one consolidated time record. So now you have employee ID, date, start time, end time, and hours worked, where the employee ID, date, and start time was written as a new record during the on-duty transaction. And then on the off-duty transaction, we added the end time and the hours worked to it. Now I'm going to show you how to build that form. So let's build a time clock form. So before we got started, we created another form called the consolidated time form. That had the employee ID, the date, the start time, the end time, and the duration. We then went to look up data and we added it as a form-based data source, and it's now available to be used in our form to retrieve and modify too. So the first thing we need to do in our new time clock form is put in a date control and basically ask it to set it to the current date, and a text box that asks for the employee ID. This could be a barcode scan, it could be a lookup for an employee ID and then populate their name. You can get as sophisticated as you want, but what you're really looking for is this combination of employee ID and date. After that, you put in your retrieve modify control. The first thing you need to do in the retrieve modify control is you need to point to the data source. So in this particular case, we're pointing to that consolidated time form that we created as our data source that's going to hold both the on-duty transaction and the off-duty transaction data. Okay. The next thing we're doing is we're saying use the employee ID and the date to basically identify that unique record in that form so that we are only working with that particular record for that particular employee on that particular day. We then go ahead and we put retrieve as an option and we click on auto run. Auto run is going to trigger on the employee putting in their employee ID. So as soon as they put in their employee ID, it's going to trigger and it's going to do the retrieve for you. We're not going to basically ask for the record not found message to be displayed because that's actually a positive result. That means that the employee hasn't created a record yet for today, meaning they haven't gone on duty. Once we do the retrieve, we're going to set a destination field where we set the start time from the data source to equal the start time in our form. Now, in the case of the new record, it's not going to find anything, so start time is going to be empty. Based on that start time being empty, we're also going to have a place for an end time and a duration, but we're going to decide to show an on-duty button. And this on-duty is only going to be visible if the start time is empty. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a modify after on duty, which is only going to happen if the start time is empty over here. And what that's going to do, we have to first go ahead and pick our data source again, and we have to go ahead and put our two conditions, employee ID and date, so it knows what record to find. But on the on-duty case where there was no record found originally, we're going to click on the add to data source if not found. What this is going to do now is this is going to create the record for us. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put modify fields in. We're going to replace the employee ID with the employee ID, the date with the date, and the start time with the start time. So what this is going to wind up with is a record in the consolidated time form that basically only has in it employee ID, date, and start time. The end time and the duration fields will be left blank for the moment. Then we're going to add an off-duty button, and we're only going to display the off-duty button if the answer to start time is not empty. That means that we went back and did a retrieve, and we found a record. So now this is the form being used, let's say, at 5 o'clock at night when the person is going off duty. we've gone back and found the record that was created during the on-duty. So now start time's not empty, so the off-duty button is going to appear. And that's once again just going to do a save and send and submit your record. But then it's going to have a modify associated to it that only gets run if start time wasn't empty. And it's going to basically modify the same form. So you have to go through the same steps. You have to pick your data source, and you have to pick your two fields to identify it with. And then you're going to replace the end time and the duration in that field. So now, once this form is submitted, your consolidated time record will have the employee ID, the date, the start time, the end time, and the duration all in one. And with that, you can now go to build reports and you could say, run me an electronic timesheet for all employees for last week. And every row will be basically a single day that shows both the start time and the end time and the duration, which is something up until now you could not do because there was no way, if you had two separate forms being submitted, one that had an on duty and one that had an off duty, there was no way for the report builder to know how to consolidate that dynamically, determine that they were a match set, and then do the calculation to determine the job hours worked. So this now gives you total capability to create an electronic timesheet. You can use this for inventory, maintaining quantity on hand levels. You can use this for asset tracking to set the last known location of a particular asset. There are many different uses of the retrieve and modify component. Thank you.